She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes... Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths, try them as you like. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them... Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. But I shan't take up any more of your time.
Splendid accomplishment. You have honed your talents to new heights.
One can but strive to improve.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchheads...
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roborant, are we? Do come again.
We ought to bring this to the one expecting it.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roborant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for...
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. But that place puts my hairs on end. Yet before it was before it.
Didn't you hear me? The watchhead's waiting. Follow me to the village entrance.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparation.
To do. He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet before it was before him. I couldn't live with myself.
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter.
I quite agree.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Much obliged, sir. Living is hard. Dreams are free, I say.
We really ought to have returned by now.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
Our party is composed of quite a few men. 'Tis surely a coincidence. Don't make such a fuss. We've got goblins! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
A flawless execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. The Brits have been drenched.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Estone were one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust, Joe.
My confidence will hold up. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
pinned. Pray, make full use of this opportunity to fell it. I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen. Might we remove this hindrance somehow? I can attack if need be. Might I be of assistance? Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. One can see far to the distance from here.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
Right you are.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my... If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true... All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle. Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
How are we to fight with such worn out gear?
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
A chest. I'll examine its contents, shall I?
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
I'm in no need of a rest as yet, Master. As your pack becomes heavier, so too does your step. Perchance, you ought... to let a few things go.
I've just had a thought. Every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
Words worth hearing.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Master! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment. The Arisen has been drenched.
No one can defend themselves when grappled.
You fire's blades! Use it well! I'll gather this.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
I did my best to match your skill, Master.
What?
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest show you to its location? The Arisen has been put to sleep. Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. My fate is sealed.
Gross. Dark. How dare you? Can't wait for new equipment.
A grand adventure awaits us. I just know it.
What's this? We're trapped. A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one... A Cyclops! Pray, be on your guard!
my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Continue our onslaught and the behemoth will soon topple. A focused attack will end this threat. The power of such authority is not easy to rescue. Perhaps we can find a way to utilize it.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
Those words are important. Don't save our best will do. Ah, now I understand.
Focus your strength, Arisen!
You have my gratitude, sir. I could seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of... Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch. Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
This material can be used to enhance equipment, and is a rarity besides. We shall have to think long and hard about what to do with it.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring. Sunset draws near.
We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues. A result to be proud of. Arisen, are you all right?
Huzzah!
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermilion. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught you must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, you, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Vermon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Still waiting on that report.
I must be vigilant. The townspeople